YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a lot of stuff to talk about on FIFA. We're going to be looking at a bunch of our investments. We're going to be looking at promo leaks. We're going to be looking at fantasy FUT cards, investing in those. And we're going to be looking at trading. Tomorrow, Friday, new promo, lightning rounds, a lot of supply. It's always a good trading day. So we'll just be going over maybe a couple things that you can be doing to make some coins. But before we go over all that, we got to talk about content today on Thursday. If you want to have millions of coins in FIFA 23 like me, go to u7buy.com for cheap, fast, and reliable FIFA coins. Make sure you use code TEDDY at checkout to get 5% off your order. Link is in the description down below. Content today on Thursday was the usual content for a Thursday. Thursday is pretty much always just a marquee matchups day and maybe like a player SBC. And that's basically what it was. We got Nick Lima, player SBC, nothing special. The 84 plus times 5 SBC, that updated. People did that. That made fodder, some of the 85s. What else went up with that SBC? I think it was 83s. Yeah, 83s went up like another 100, 200 coins. Nothing too crazy. But we saw that, and then marquee matchups. Nothing too crazy. That's all really Thursday is. This SBC, I didn't look at any of the other ones. Maybe they did good, but we did a little bit of trading with this SBC today. I'm assuming Fulham and Arsenal players went up because it required one from each team. But immediately when I saw this, two center forwards, Premier League center forwards were going to go up a lot. There might only be one Prem center forward. I'm not too sure. I think it might just be Firmino. But there were Premier League center forwards that were position changed already that were cheap. I don't know what they went to. I just know. People were trading with them on stream. I can just assume that they flew. Whenever it's this, they go up a lot. But I know that there were people in the stream that made a lot of coins buying Premier League strikers and changing them to a center forward. Trading wise, because there's not any center forwards, I wasn't going to give a center forward bidding filter. I said, hey, Premier League center mids are probably going to be easy to trade with because there's 3 of them required right here. They were selling for 1,000 coins, and it was really easy to get them on bid for cheap. I won one of them for 350 coins. I sold them for 1,000 coins. Also, the gold common bidding filter that I mentioned in the previous video. If you did that, it was pretty easy. I mean, if you did it with the Premier League center mids, it was even better because they were selling for 1,000 coins. All the gold commons at the moment, though, I think are selling for 600. Yeah, they're selling for about 600. So you're just making, a few extra coins by doing it with Premier League center mids. But with marquee matchups as well, not necessarily rival rewards. It's really just the marquee matchup supply. Everyone doing this, getting the packs. We actually saw a little bit of a dip on the market, specifically the fantasy FUT cards. We saw a bit of a dip. Some of them are kind of rebounding a little bit. For example, let's go look at Fernando, the Brazilian. I think I got to type out like this dude's entire name almost. Fernando, all the way down to that one. This dude is the lowest he has been. I think his normal low, his lowest before this was like 49K. And he was just down at 47K. What's he going for now? He's about 47K. Before that, it was about 50K was his low. So he's around his lowest. Alexis Sanchez took a big dip. Sanchez was below 500K. He's actually rebounded a good amount. If we look at Sanchez real quick, he is now going for... Damn. Okay. He's just over 530K. So a little bit of a rebound there. Now, with these cards, I want to mention, there was the dip, if you did buy in that nice, the rebound and how I think they're going to do. They don't start potentially upgrading until March 17th. And if you're looking at some of these cards, if they don't win their game that weekend or get the potential upgrade that weekend, it's international break and you have to wait another 2 weeks for them to potentially upgrade. So someone like Alexis Sanchez, you look at their game, does it say who they play? It's not going to say who they play. He needs to either win or score 2 goals / assists. But the issue is the game that they're up against is it Stade Rennais? Is that the name of the team? I can actually just show you guys right here. I'm going to go display capture and you can see... No, I'm looking at Fernando right now. Alexis Sanchez real quick. You might be like, oh, that's an easy game. Who are they? Who are these guys? This is the team with the new manager. I think his name is like Will Still, and they're undefeated in the league in 18 games. So when I look at that, I'm like, oh, okay. interesting. So if he doesn't get the upgrade from that game, you're telling me I got to wait another 2 weeks? So like I would say with a lot of these fantasy foot cards, if you wanted to buy them now and then sell before the games, maybe in the hype, that's probably not that bad of an idea. But like say Sanchez, you invest in Alexis Sanchez and he doesn't get the upgrade in that first game, they don't win. You got to wait 2 weeks. He's probably going to come crashing down in price. On top of him not maybe getting that upgrade, I think around the time of potential upgrades, it's pretty much FUT birthday. And FUT birthday is a really big promo in FIFA, so there could be panic on the market. So definitely if you're buying these cards, just be careful, because if they don't get that upgrade in that first game, I definitely think there's going to be a bit of a dip. And who knows, maybe once FUT birthday leaks start coming out, we start to see a dip as well, just because FUT birthday is such a crazy promo. For those of you guys that don't know what FUT birthday is, it's one of like the best promos in FIFA the entire year. They upgrade skill moves, weak foot on a bunch of cards, and they become nasty. It is a lot of people's favorite promo in FIFA because it's a lot of fun, and a lot of cards end up being fairly usable. Like someone like Martin Odegaard, I think he got one last year. He has 2-star weak foot, so that stinks on the card. But I think last year they gave him a 5-star card, and he was nasty. So it's a really exciting promo. I'm looking forward to it. But that's kind of my take on the fantasy foot cards. If you want to buy them, it's just definitely being careful and probably very likely selling before the game. Like Sevilla is garbage. I just went to type up Sevilla. Talking about Fernando, Sevilla is garbage. They're they're not borderline. They're in a relegation battle. Trying to avoid relegation. So if they don't win or get a clean sheet in that first game, it's going to hurt that Fernando a lot. Now that we talked about the fantasy cards, I want to mention my fodder as well. I don't know if I mentioned that yet. I sold all my fodder. We made good profit. The 83s did really good. The 84s did decent. My 85s, I had a few 85s. They did pretty good. Fodder, I'm out of. Now, when it comes to fodder, there might be a little bit of an investment window. We're seeing, because of the supply for marquee matchups, there was a little bit of a dip, and we're seeing a slight rebound. Fodder, there's a bunch of fodder that's getting pretty low, by the way. 88s. A lot of the high-rated fodder is low. We'll talk about that in a little bit, probably. But 87s, let's look them up. How much are they? I was actually buying Trents today on stream below 20,000 coins, and it was really easy. He might be up in price now. I think it's a little too late. I liked the 87s on stream. I said I liked them below 20,000 coins. It was really easy to get them. I don't think it's that easy anymore. That might be a little tough. If you can still get 87s below 20K, I don't mind it. When the hero player pick refreshes tomorrow on Friday, that's why I'm saying this. The hero player pick refreshes tomorrow on Friday. We'll go look at it. 87s, I think we're like 22K when that hero player pick came out on Sunday, and they went up to like 25 to 26K. 85s were, what were they, like 11K? Around 11,000 coins. Is it my favorites? Yeah, it is. 85s, I think, were around like 11K, and they went up to like 15,000 coins. And these were the requirements: 87 minimum, 385s minimum. So I was mentioning 85s and 87s. Maybe 87s from like 19K go to like 22, maybe 23K. 85s, we were actually getting them for, I think I have the bids. The bids were really easy on them. I was picking some of them up for 13.25, and I'm thinking there's a good chance they're around 15,000 coins again tomorrow on Friday. So if I buy at 13K, I sell for 15K, I'm making a little over 1,000 coins per card. Not too bad. If you want to pay 13.5, you can maybe try that out. Let's see how much they're going for now, though, because like I said, the supply for marquee matchups, we saw a dip, but now it's been 5.5 hours since marquee matchups. So the supply has, dried out, and they're starting to go back up a little bit in price. You actually might still be able to get some of these 85s. You might be able to get them for like 13.5 on bid. That's a little tough that they're 14.25. They were 14K just kind of sitting there earlier. Let's try out a little bidding filter real quick just to see. I'll go like 10, I'll go 13.25, and I'll go 14K. Let's just see if any of the bids are there. The bids actually don't look too bad. If you can get them for 13.5, maybe try to sell them for 15K at content tomorrow, that would be pretty solid. I don't know if I showed this. There's the bids right there. So that's my take on fodder. Maybe 85s and 87s go up a little bit tomorrow. And investing in them, we'll go over fodder investments this weekend, but definitely we'll be looking to buy fodder this weekend. It's just what rating am I going to buy specifically, just because I don't know we don't know exactly what's going to come out yet. Maybe high rated fodder, 88s, really low, 89s, 90, 91, maybe 92. So before we continue to the next stuff, I want to talk about leaks really quick. You can go on FUT Sheriff's Twitter. He has a bunch of the leaks there. I just want to pull, I'll pull it up real quick. He has the whole promo team. You can just kind of check that out. But I wanted to mention we have a very, very likely Mbappe Player of the Month coming. We have Rashford Player of the Month, I think, tomorrow. And Kvara something Player of the Month coming tomorrow as well. So expect those. They usually come out on Friday before content drops. So that's probably when we're going to get it. I'm just trying to find the full promo team right here. There you go. FUT Sheriff has the leaks with the stats and stuff. But here is, I believe, the full team. Yeah, that's the full team. A bunch of the heroes are leaked as well. I don't know where they are exactly. Does he have the heroes in here? You can see some of them. Boom. There we go. Added to the code. Di Natale, Gomez, Okocha, Coit, Marquez, Papin, Park Ji-sung, Alawayan, Mario Gomez, Morientes. Decent, I think. Team 1, hero-wise, definitely better. Ginola, Capdevila, Cordoba, definitely probably some much, much bigger cards. There's that leak-wise. Now, on to the rest of the stuff. I want to update something. In the previous video, I told you guys about Lucas Moura and Nuno Mendes. They got sold off, and I said, there's probably going to be a low point on these cards, and there's very, very likely going to be a rebound. I wanted Lucas Moura at 50K, but I think in the video, I bought one at like 59K. After I posted that video, he actually came down to 50,000 coins, the price that I wanted. And if we look at him now, Lucas Moura is rebounding and he's up at almost 65,000 coins. So there were a few people from the YouTube video that actually came into the stream and were like, hey, I'm making a bunch of coins off that Lucas Moura tip. Thank you. I like that one a lot. I think he can rise more. I mean, what we did was compare him to other Prem right wings, and he's still a really solid card. If he hits like 70K, that's probably where I'm like, okay, take the profit. So probably lazy list him for like 69K. That's usually what I always do. I just go up to the highest number. And so if a card's like 54K, I'll lazy list 59. 60 something K, I lazy list 69. I don't know why. It's what I always do. I don't know. I prefer lazy listing like that. The other one was Nuno Mendes. He was like 280. I was saying, I'd go all in if he hit 200. I don't see that happening. I would prefer 250. He didn't really go to 250. His low was like 270. And if we look at him now, he is now going for I think he's like 320. So nice little flips there. A lot of the investments that we did, like the Firpo investments doing good. Felipe Anderson, we're still kind of watching that card. I like Felipe Anderson still. And about 320, 325. So, good investments all around. I want to mention this weekend now with some investments. Tomorrow on Friday, trading investment-wise. Let's go over that. Big day tomorrow on Friday. There's a lot of stuff that I'm doing. I'm watching investments. I'm watching bidding filters. I'm watching a lot of stuff. I really want another big investment to just full send and make a ton of coins. I actually made a list of cards that I'm potentially watching right here. I want to watch the Felipe Anderson, Chucky Lozano, Dybala, Di Maria, Casemiro, and Mohamed Salah. That is the list we made on stream. I want to watch those cards. Supply, any dips, potentially buying them is what I want to do. So tomorrow, Friday, fodder. Expect the 85, 87s to go down. Higher rated cards maybe dropping. That's why I want to watch with supply, maybe Casemiro, because 1, he's fodder, but 2, he's GGMU. So GGMU, I don't know. It's just United cards. They tend to do pretty good. How much is he right now? 77K. I'll watch him. If he comes down to like 70K, that's definitely when I'm like, all right, I'll pull the trigger. The other one, Dybala. Dybala is very, very close to 89 overall fodder price. I think 89s are like, what are they? I think they're 35. Is it 35K? I'm just checking real quick. It's confusing when I look at Footbin now. They changed everything around, so it takes me a second to find everything. They're actually up a little bit. 89s are like 36, almost 37K now. And Dybala's 39K. Jeez. If Dybala comes back down to like 35K, definitely I'm watching that card. What else is there? Yeah, it's basically going into the weekend. We're watching fodder, high-rated fodder, and maybe 83s, 84s. I think that's going to be my window. 83, 84, high-rated fodder. 85, maybe 86s. I don't know. We'll go over the weekend. We'll see what gets cheap. It's just I don't know how low 85 and 87s get because of that hero player pick. Let's talk about Friday trading real quick. Friday is always a good day for trading. I really like getting on bids. Any sort of fodder bidding filter is always really good. You guys know I always talk about anything fodder filter. Pick a certain rating filter. Like I have an 85 filter, I always do. An 84 filter, I always do. But it usually looks something like this. This one allows you to bid on 84s. I tend to go and avoid the 84s because I go 85. I believe this is 85, 86, 87s that pop up. You just do that and then you hop on bids. If you do this an hour after content when there's a bunch of supply, you can usually get a lot of deals on bid. So definitely watch out for bidding filters tomorrow. You can also try, I always tell people, hey, 10, 20, 30. It's a really easy filter to do. You just do that, you search, and you find a card with a bid. When you find a card with a bid, you look it up on FUT. We look up Singo. He has a 19,000 coin bid. How much is he according to FUT? He's going for 20K. Guess what? It's not worth it. I'm not bidding on it. But if you do something like that tomorrow, boom, there you go. It's a really easy filter to do. It's one of my favorite trading methods actually because it takes zero knowledge. You don't need to know anything. I mean, you just use FUT. You need to know 5% tax. That's it. That's literally it. Anything else I need to go over? FUT birthday, we talked about that. We talked about the fantasy FUT cards in my team. Do I have anything I need to talk about? I think honestly that might be it. Let me look at my transfer list to make sure I got everything covered. Fantasy FUT cards, investment wise, we're doing everything. I still have my Fofanas. You see my Felipe Andersons. I've been lazy selling Lozano really easily as well, by the way. I have sold, I think, like 5 Lozanos now. I've been buying them for like 22K, and I've been selling them for 29.75. How much profit is that? Is that almost like 5K profit per card, pretty much? Easy. I'll take it. They buy it. I'm not going to complain. I'm guessing maybe it's either a lazy buyer or they think the 9 looks like a 0 and they think they're buying it for 20,000 coins. Maybe that's what it is. If that's what it is, I'm making coins off of blind people. I'm not going to complain. And there's that relist. Hopefully that does good. Anything else behind here? Oh, buying cards going out of packs. I was doing that as well. I picked up a few. I thought 88 overall cards were cheap. 1 second. I thought 88 overall cards were cheap. Ruben Diaz is going out of packs. He's getting a fantasy FUT card, so I bought him. He was basically the same price as 88 overall cards. So I said, hey, why not? I'll pick up a couple and I'll lazy list them for 35K. I'm gonna hit a little relist all right there. And that's it for this video. A lot of stuff to go over. I'm streaming tomorrow. If you want to join the live stream, I'll be going over everything at content. Trading methods, investments. I am ready. I'm gonna have like 20, probably like 22, 23 mil to full on invest this weekend. I want something to get me to 30 mil. I'm desperate. I've been stuck at the 23, 24 mil coins. I've been very flat on my investments, making coins, losing coins, and it's frustrating. So I'm ready to make some good coins this weekend, hopefully. Any questions though, guys, let me know in the comment section. Trading Discord, Twitch live stream, description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.